New at 5:30, some sharp accusations by Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib of Detroit against the city's top cop.
The elected lawmaker taking to social media to condemn recent treatment of protesters. Simon Shaquette shows us why the chief says free speech is being protected and the criticism is misleading.
Detroit Police Chief James Craig is speaking out against comments from Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, who recently criticized the department's handling of protests in the city. The chief says her claims are simply untrue.
Taking to social media with a recent post, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib says she's inspired by more than 100 days of peaceful protests in the city of Detroit following the death of George Floyd. But she goes on to say the chief of police is suppressing free speech with officers' treatment of local demonstrators.
I never thought my city would ever become a city that met those protesters with violence. Much of what I was saying was to understand that we have a right to free speech.
Also over Zoom, Chief Craig responding to those very statements by Representative Tlaib.
We're not going to use force unless there is resistance. During this 100+ days, and I'm talking about extreme patience, they have taken over all lanes of our city streets. All lanes. They have no permit. They haven't been authorized to do it, but we allow them to do it so that they can enjoy their ability to free speech.
Craig says he remains a strong supporter of free speech, and instances officers have used force have only come when activists stopped peaceful demonstrations and became violent, hurling profanities and sharp objects at officers.
It is this lawmaker who tries to change the narrative. I mean, total exaggeration. This is not a suppression of free speech. How do you equate an act of violence to free speech?
Tlaib says she wants to see more funding for social programs and resources for those who are struggling. She's also critical of policing on a national level, which she feels is growing increasingly more militarized.
I don't think that's how you address some of the distrust and tension between police right now and those that are demanding meaningful change.
Now, the chief also says he is open to further dialogue. In fact, he would welcome the opportunity to speak with Congresswoman Tlaib on this very issue. From downtown, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.
All right, Simon, thank you.